Talk about what you think is going to happen with
Okay.
WrestleMania or moving forward or whatever.
Okay. First of all, I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm going to give you my best guess.
That's
I'm
all right.
going to
That's what I'm
say
saying.
that
Best guess.
it's
Your
legitimately a best
theory.
guess because I am clueless, and that's exactly how I like to
Mm-hmm.
be as a professional wrestling fan because I am a fan.
Here comes trouble!
It's me. It's an into the TTG roller once again with that BT double big trouble adventure taking up the whole screen. And you got myself and Nicky the Good, and we got the Meat Pop Express, and we are back from a break. We actually took a break. We took a 1 week break for the holidays, for Christmas. We want to spend some time with our loved ones. But boy, Ben, a shit ton of stuff happened over the past week, and we got to get into it because damn, WrestleMania season comes here early. They ain't waiting for nothing, brother.
No, they're not. They're not waiting for anything. And as they shouldn't. Everyone says, the road to WrestleMania starts the Royal Rumble. I think it starts in the new year. And every year it seems like it inches more and more and like a longer road to WrestleMania. And obviously what happened this week, the whole world knows it at this point. You don't have to be a wrestling fan to know what happened on Monday Night Raw. Jinder Mahal made his return to Monday Night Raw. Jinder, thank you. It's great to see Jinder back, one of the greatest WWE champions of all time. We joke, we kid, we do love Jinder, but obviously we know what we're talking about. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, the biggest star on the damn planet, came back to WWE, and he put out a little bit of a challenge. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about the implications of WrestleMania and WWE right now, the road to WrestleMania, and then moving forward.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah.
No, I was going to say we actually did something like this similarly a few months back when we thought The Rock would be involved. We were like booking The Rock through WrestleMania, and there were some things that we said that could potentially happen here that we were thinking maybe could be a situation.
Well, let's call it like it is, Ben. Let's call it like it. Everything's fucked up.
Everything's fucked.
Like, now everything's
because The Rock makes what The Rock wants, The Rock's going to get. So let's just start out with this.
The Rock is the one guy that it does not matter what's going on.
No.
He will supersede any of those plans, and there is no argument to be had. And we get that as fans, but with the fact that it's Cody Rhodes decided to come back when he did, and all of this is coming to a crescendo, and now The Rock is finally back. But let's take it back just a little bit, because this was rumored to happen. Like at first it was like that rumor about who's it going to be the WWE champion that comes back, the former one. Well, earlier that day, Nick Khan was seen with The Rock, right?
In the shadows,
basically. Or like, they were together. So you kind of knew something was up. And listen, man, you said it, like when you're coming towards the road to WrestleMania, things just don't happen by coincidence. And they certainly don't happen by coincidence when it comes to Dwayne The Rock Johnson. No. He's back. Dude, I mean, he just came out and said it. We didn't even get like was this a one-off thing, more speculation? Nah, man. He came out. First of all, Jinder Mahal, great job. People got to start giving him a little bit more respect. He looked great again, and he cut a great damn promo. So if you don't like Jinder Mahal, you're a dummy, moron, stupid, dumb, ugly, disgusting mark that doesn't deserve to watch what's going on in your television right now.
Yeah.
Can't stand the people that don't give Jinder his flowers because he deserves all of them. But Rock came out and he said, I'm coming for the head of the table.
He did.
I mean, there's nothing else. That doesn't mean anything else but one thing.
They knew, and he knew the people were eating out of the palm of his hands, and he did all the hits, as we say. He hit all his catchphrases. Everybody was just hanging on every word. And I think it's one of those things. We knew it was coming. We knew he was going to say something, right? But we were waiting on it. And it's okay if you know. It's okay if it's predictable. But you're just waiting. You're waiting, and then that pop happened, and everybody knows what's happening. Now, let's get into it, though, Nick. Let's get into it a little bit about like what this could mean now. Now The Rock's back.
What this could mean. So let's see everything that's impacted. Okay. Let's just break it down. So I think we just talk about kind of the main event picture here, because that's really what is The Rock. The Rock is the main event picture, but we also have all these other events that are coming up that we need to speculate about.
There has never been a more crowded main event picture, I think, in like 20 something years.
What would they do without two nights?
No, now the two nights really makes sense. Now it's like
it makes sense. It's necessary, brother.
Let's go over who's in the main event picture right now. So we got The Rock. is the main event of all main events. Obviously, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and now we're going CM Punk. We got Randy Orton. We have LA Knight. We need more heels.
Seth, well, we have
Seth Rollins.
He's the world champion.
Drew McIntyre is kind of on the fringe. He's there.
I think he's done a great job, though. I mean, he's shot up right away. It just goes to show a little tweak in your character and how you can just become so much more like enticing.
Gunther is on the fringe. We always got Kevin Owens is on the fringe. So you got.
I would say also Damian Priest. He's got the Money in the Bank. He's got the Senior in the Bank.
Is on the fringe as well. So you got a lot of guys main event. Fringe.
Brock's not even there.
Brock's not even there yet.
Not even there.
So we know Brock's always a potential option here too. So you don't know. So we have a lot of guys that are sitting either on the fringe or in the main event picture right now for WrestleMania. The past like 10 years, it was like we had like Cena and then Randy Orton and then whoever they were going to wrestle, and then Brock would be there every now and then just like pick and play whoever you wanted.
I mean, we got Brock versus Roman like seven times.
So now finally we don't know. And it's great. It's the great thing about professional wrestling. We have no idea where this is going. We might have an idea, but again, it's in the hands of Dwayne Johnson right now. It's whatever he wants. So let's go. Let's go over scenarios, Nick. You go. I want you to go first this time. Talk about what you think is going to happen with WrestleMania or moving forward or whatever.
Okay, first of all, I have no idea what's going to happen, but I'm going to give you my best guess.
That's what I'm saying. Best guess.
It's legitimately a best guess because I am clueless, and that's exactly how I like to be as a professional wrestling fan because I am a fan. Okay, so I definitely, oh God damn, I'm already so damn hard. Because what I was about to say is I do think that Seth and Punk need to be in the main event and close out a night. I do think you have to do that because Punk is such a megastar too. And you should get hit. I think if you're going to get everything you can out of Punk, you need to put him front and center right now in the main event because who knows how long this guy's going to be here, really. Like, I can't see him signing a long-term deal, obviously.
I mean, how old is he now? He's about 40, almost 45 now.
He's up there. He's getting up there, and he's not in the greatest shape in the world. Let's just say he's not the Rock. Like, he's not Rock. He's not.
No, he's not Cena. He's not. Yeah.
He's not those guys, right? So you don't know how long. So I think you got to pull the trigger there. Plus, I just think that the Rock's going to eventually go, right? Punk's going to be here after WrestleMania. Yeah. Right. So I think you need to have Punk and Rollins night one be the headliners. I think that is something you have to happen. Now everything is fucked up because I don't know what to do. What I think is going to happen.
Do you have Punk win the Rumble? Is this Punk winning the Rumble here?
I absolutely think Punk has to win
so Punk,
because how else do you just get him? You can't just because Punk is the way you get away from having to have because if you win the Rumble, you should probably want to challenge Roman, not Seth. But Punk gives you the reason to challenge Seth over Roman.
Yeah.
So Punk will win the Rumble, right? And I think that LA Knight will be one of the last people there, and so
Gunther, Cody,
Gunther, but we're not talking Rumble here. I just don't know what the fuck happens after that because I just don't see if push comes to shove, gun to head. I think Cody gets pushed out another year. I just think it happens. Because I don't know. People are like, elimination for The Rock. For The Rock versus Roman.
They'll make a case for this. But go.
What? Australia?
Well, So here's the case I'm making for elimination. Now, realistically, Nick, I agree with you. I think it's Rock Roman night too. I think that's got to be it.
That's
gun
me
to my head.
Gun
Absolutely, 100%. I'm with you on that. But now let's talk different scenarios here. Now I'm getting the mind here of Nick Khan. Nick Khan's not a wrestling fan. Nick Khan doesn't think about wrestling. Nick Khan doesn't think of business. If Nick Khan is all about business, he's all about the dollars and the cents. And he was hated for this for 4 years ago, whatever it was. Everyone's saying he's the worst thing to happen to WWE. Now look at him. Now look what he has done over these past 3
years. Man.
He is the most influential hire WWE has ever had, I think at this point, when it comes to dollars and cents. So Nick Khan doesn't think like a wrestling fan. When we think of WrestleMania, us wrestling fans, we think of WrestleMania as like that is the granddaddy of them all. It's the biggest spectacle of the year. It's the Super Bowl. It's the night where everything culminates, everything comes together.
Season finale.
That's what a wrestling fan thinks. And Nick Khan doesn't Nick Khan wants every event to be a big event. He doesn't think like that. So this Australia show, yes, it's at a time. It's going to be at a weird time here in the States. Yes, it's not WrestleMania. Yes, it's Elimination Chamber, like a B pay. You can call it a B pay-per-view, right? But it is on the road to WrestleMania, and they are in a different country. And when you go to different countries, the crowds are hot, and there's supposed to be about 60, 70,000 people at this show.
So it's a mania based.
So
basically
it's
what they're
kind
saying
of
is
a mania. It's on the other side,
Mania.
on the other side of the world. So it's comparable. And Nick, and I know the Australian government has said that they do want The Rock in some aspect at that show for them giving the money to have the show there.
So talk to me, Ben. What's going to happen? What's happening?
So again, I want to preface this. I do think me and Nick are on the same page. Rock Roman night too. We think that is gun to head what we think. But let's think of some different scenarios. Punk and Rollins, right? Punk's going to win the Rumble, going to go on to challenge Rollins. Here's my first scenario. Number one scenario: Rock and Roman happen at Elimination Chamber. Rock has a big Hollywood schedule. You don't know how long he's going to be around. Maybe he doesn't want to be around through Mania. Maybe he's like, hey, let's go to Australia. Let's sell that bitch out. Let's make this the greatest Elimination Chamber of all time.
He did say something unprecedented. He did say unprecedented, and that would be unprecedented.
So he says, you know what, Roman, this ain't even for the title. I don't need a title shot. I just want to show that I'm the head of the table. That's more important to me. Something like that. Faces Roman. Obviously, Roman beats him. We go on. Cody wins the Elimination Chamber to face Roman at WrestleMania. Wins that. We get night one, Punk Rollins. Night two, Cody Roman. That's something.
And then you could have them run it back again at SummerSlam.
You can have them run it back again. You can do a bunch of different things there. What do you
now? I said when we did the speculation for The Rock at the Rumble, right? I said that I don't think the WWE Championship to me is not the prize. It's very much the head of the table for the Samoan dynasty, for the family. So with that said, I do think you're onto something there. But like, man, dude, here's the other thing. Here's the other wrinkle as to why I think it might be Rock and Roman, because there's another guy who Cody could face at WrestleMania that makes so much sense that it almost makes more sense to do it now and have Cody win next year at WrestleMania. I'd say it as it is. I mean, Cody's a young guy still, so like, let's just relax. He's younger than LA Knight, so everyone relax. Randy Orton.
Oh, okay. You're gonna go with Randy Orton. Okay.
To me, it's Randy Orton. Who are you thinking?
I was thinking John Cena. I was thinking having Cody versus Cena.
I like that, but like, to me, that could be done at like a SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to further a story, I'm having Orton. Maybe Orton screws over Cody getting the shot at the title. Like, maybe that's how they do it. Maybe at Elimination Chamber, you have Orton, because no one will see it coming. Well, they might, but like, think about it. Everyone is banking on Cody finishing the story. What better way and what more logical way to screw over Cody, having him have to wait another fucking year, right? Than to get screwed over by Randy Orton.
Because you think
then you have a year's worth and then Cody could win the Rumble again or something like that. Because at this point, I don't think Reigns is going to fucking lose the title again. I think he's going to hold it to 41 at this point.
I think they want him to beat Hogan, and if for him to beat Hogan's record he'd have to have it through September. So
like, think about it. You don't even need Reigns. You don't even need Reigns on television right now. Like, you don't even need. Like, he is fine, and the audience will just start to hate him even more the less and less they see him.
Yeah.
And by 41 comes around, then I'm actually on board with that. I'm on board with that because, to me, at this point, the only rush with Cody is that you want him to be the one to surmount Reigns. What better way to make Reigns look unbeatable than to have him beat The Rock at WrestleMania and maintain the belt for another year?
Because I think you're onto something, because I do think Randy Orton needs to somehow be involved with Cody's story, and he hasn't yet. There's not like, oh, they're just now chummy buddy. The best Randy Orton is the heel, like apex predator Randy Orton. Like, so not the smiling like I'm just having fun guy. Like, I don't want that.
First of all, Orton makes way more sense exactly to Cody's story than Roman Reigns ever did.
Yeah.
Like Roman Reigns just happened to have the belts when Cody came back to WWE. But
you can run a Cody Randy Orton story all the way through SummerSlam.
And no one will even think about Roman until next year.
No, just like how he did with Brock. Now he has to overcome Randy. He has to overcome a few more obstacles.
And even the Brock one, you're like, okay, you got to overcome Brock. He's just a boss. But literally, like, he's a final boss type guy. But literally, Randy Orton is carved into the DNA of Cody Rhodes as a professional wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Carved into it.
You have a lot. You can do a lot. You can do a lot there.
I think we just booked it, Ben.
I think we
just booked it. I don't know how you don't have The Rock versus Roman headline night 2 of WrestleMania when you have the chance. You cannot not do that. And this is coming from the guy who is begging, pleading, because you know how big of a Cody guy I am. I've met him in person.
Yeah,
I've spoken to him. He's just the nicest fucking guy.
You see what you get. What you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get, and no one deserves it more. But with that said, that I want the timing to be Cody Rhodes, for Cody Rhodes to be absolutely perfect, and I want him to have his moment and more. And with The Rock in the picture, I don't think the moment is there right now, because it could be. You could do it, right? But then you're almost taking away from Cody leading into Mania, because it's all about The Rock right now. It's all about The Rock. That's it. There is no other thing. Even Punk takes a back seat. Punk's back. Guess what? Dwayne's here.
Yeah.
Dwayne's here.
It's so funny. Now we're going back to 2011 and Punk's pipe bomb promo. We're right. It's in time. It's just a circle, Nick. It's just time is
dude. For as much as shit Punk gets, the guy, he said it, and that's the truth.
Now that's not
Dwayne.
Go ahead.
If Dwayne wants in, Dwayne gets in. He's the biggest star in the world.
It comes down to business, folks. It doesn't come down to what Twitter wants. Remember, Twitter is the loud minority, and a
lot of Twitter wants The Rock though too. Like a lot of people want
The Rock. You know? And look, it was picked up by different news sites. So again, when we're thinking dollars and cents, we're thinking reality. But we're having fun here. We're talking about some different situations that could potentially happen if they want to swerve us. Now, I wrote this on Twitter as well. If you want to get a little more Punk-centric in this, because there's a lot of baby faces right now. Let's face it. There's a lot of good guys in WWE. You got on top, LA Knight, Cody, Randy Orton, CM Punk are all top faces right now, right? And then, of course, you got the guys on the fringe, but you also have The Rock, too. So you almost got like 5 baby faces currently in WWE. Top baby faces. It used to just be Cena. It used to just be Cena. Now you got like 5. So
legit.
So I think we need
stars.
And right now, when we look at top heels, you have Roman. You got Damian Priest. Seth isn't really Seth's a face. So you get Seth. Seth's not really. Seth's weird. I don't know what I don't know what Seth is. But so Seth's there. So I think, and I wrote this on Twitter, I think the Rumble happens. The Rock wins the Rumble. It comes down to Rock and CM Punk. He eliminates CM Punk. Now we're starting to see CM Punk. Now he's pissed. I'm not going to get my WrestleMania moment. Elimination Chamber happens. CM Punk comes down to CM Punk and Cody. CM Punk loses again. Now he doesn't have a chance to for either title. Now we don't know where CM Punk is going. And he doesn't get his WrestleMania main event. And night 1 is Rock Roman. And then Cody says, I want the winner of Rock Roman on night 2 of WrestleMania.
Possible.
I want now you have that, but then you're planting the seeds of CM Punk being very pissed.
A disenfranchised, angry Punk.
Now he's pissed. Now you have a heel CM Punk. And you can still do Punk Rock. I mean, you can still figure out something there. I mean, but
the beauty about what you're saying right now is that there is no better heel than CM Punk as a heel. He is such a fucking great heel because it's not like, and we haven't talked about AEW at all. Obviously, Adam Cole was revealed as Devil. I was second row. I was looking incredible on screen the entire night. A lot of FaceTime, as I deserve, on camera, in real life and on your pay-per-views. But he's not like Adam Cole, where Adam Cole, who is a good heel when he is a heel on TV, Adam Cole is such a nice guy.
Yeah, it's
arguably the nicest guy in the business, well known, well respected, full blown. However, CM Punk, that motherfucker, pisses people off. So the WWE right now, Ben, and we're speculating over this, and we're having anxiety over like Cody not getting his. The WWE is so set up for awesome television PLEs.
Yeah,
for months.
Bro. Oh, it really
awesome.
It really is. And I've never been more excited than I was being a WWE fan than I am now. The last time I was this excited was, I'll be honest, the Attitude Era. Like, I don't think there was always been things that excited me. Like, obviously there was the 2011, there was the Summer of Punk, and that was fun. That was a lot of fun for everybody. You know, when people like when the Shield and the Wyatt family in 2013, 2014, when they started, 2012, 2013, 2014, when that was running hot, that was really cool as well. But then, like, it kind of things got predictable. It's like, okay, Cena Orton, Roman.
Well,
Rock,
let's
Roman.
call it like it is. Let's call it like it is, and it's pretty evident now. Vince would just crush storylines before
his guy.
when they were interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And the minute someone else or something else started to take momentum, he would be like, nope.
Yeah.
I want to go back to my bread and butter, which is stuff where I know I'll be able to cash checks. And that's the Cena's, that's this. And he would just crush storylines. Now we literally have Roman Reigns potentially going on for 4 fucking years. And guess what? Everyone around him is being leveled the fuck up.
We didn't even talk about Jey Uso. He's another face as well. He's in the main scene as well. I didn't think about him.
Jey Uso, Jimmy, Solo, LA Knight, all of the LA Knight, older guy, like older, but like, you know what I mean? Not in his early like the thing they are so damn stacked.
Yeah.
And listen, we're not even, and listen, this is and I don't mean to be disrespectful towards the women. The women's division is stacked beyond reproach.
Yep.
Like think about that. We have not even talked about the women's division and what they got going on right now. The WWE is so damn set up. It's crazy what they got going on, man. I mean, like, and by the way, shout out to our girl Chelsea, because she's gonna be a champ.
Oh yeah, no, she's doing it just like her husband did, just like Cardona did, And unfortunately, when you brought that up, he was a guy that was killed by kind of that Vince McMahon thought process, where like he's getting a lot of people behind him, and Vince is like, he's not my guy though. He's not the guy. Like, we're gonna go, and but now if the Zack Ryder thing was blowing up in 2023, you could see him in an LA Knight type role.
I was just gonna say, he's bigger than LA Knight. Like what they were doing for him.
Yeah.
Like The Rock was in the ring and they're chanting his name. Like,
yeah. So he would have been like if it was the same thing. So no, there's a ton going on, and that's what makes this so fun. And I don't know. We have no idea. Like you said, gun to our head, we think it's gonna be Roman Rock at night 2. Gun to head, that's the safest bet. But you don't know. You don't know what Nick Khan's thinking. You don't know what Triple H is thinking. You have no idea.
Bro, all right. Gunther, we didn't talk about.
So let's run through that. Yeah, Nick, let's do that. Let's run through some other potential options for WrestleMania. While in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah. We're gonna wrap up on just kind of the
Gunther,
WrestleMania.
You go. You give yours. I'll give mine. What do you think of Gunther? What do you think's gonna happen at WrestleMania?
I think Gunther has to take on. It's not going to be LA Knight, because I do think LA Knight is going to get the Logan Paul.
We agree on that.
I think that match is going to happen. Gunther, what brand is he on? He's on
SmackDown. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
You're going to get Jimmy J, so maybe Jey Uso's out of that.
Mm-hmm.
Who takes who? Miz? Do you bring Miz back as a face?
No, I got it.
No,
you
don't do that.
Brock. It's
Wow,
going to
because
be
Brock has
Gunther.
never
It's
had
going to
the
be
IC
Gun. It's
belt.
going to be Gunther. It's going to be Gunther Brock. I don't see Brock beating him though. Even though,
And that's a match that happens like 2 weeks before Mania. Like they book it 2 weeks before Mania.
yeah, and you don't have to do much before that. I mean,
No, you don't.
You don't have to, and that would be the match probably I'd look forward to the most because I think that's going to be.
I think Gunther calls out Brock.
I think you think so. I don't know. I think Brock comes out. I think Gunther's running his mouth like no one's beating me.
Because Brock shouldn't want the Intercontinental belt.
No,
he should take insult that someone thinks that they
that's what I think his motivation will be. It's like, hey, I just want to. You think you're such a badass? I just want to beat you up. Yeah, sure, I'll take the belt too. Like, but he doesn't.
Sure, I'll take it.
I think Brock Gunther will be such a huge undercard match, and that will be the first match of night one, so Brock can get the hell out as soon as possible.
We'll go to the females. What do you think is going to happen?
The females, man, I don't think we're getting Jade Cargill right now.
No,
I think this is like
She's a SummerSlam. She's a SummerSlam.
I think it's a
maybe.
post-Mania thing. I wouldn't think they would put her in her first match at Mania.
Charlotte's out.
Charlotte's out. So, man,
do we get the payoff with Bailey and Damage Control finally?
I think so. I think you gotta turn. Now, I don't think we're not going to get Sasha. We're not going to Mercedes Moné in WWE. I would have said like that might be the big match, her and Bailey. But it's tough. No Charlotte. Who's going to go up against Rhea? Nick, do you have an idea? I don't know.
Nia,
but Nia as a face?
I don't know if she has to be a face. I feel like Rhea's endeared to the audience.
Everyone loves Rhea, and people don't like. Yeah, but she's in the biggest heel.
Rhea's got to leave with the belt though. I mean, that's a Stone Cold fact. Like,
yeah,
she needs to carry that thing for a long time. She's the best thing that they've had forever. Like,
yeah, I'd say Rhea, and then who has? Is it? And I'm sorry, my ignorance is showing, but is it Bianca?
Yeah, okay. I think Bailey needs to have a face turn.
I think so too. I think Bailey does need a face turn going up against her running mates there.
Like she has to take down Damage Control herself. Basically, she has to take down.
Io Sky has the belt. Who has the belt?
Io Sky has the belt, but Bailey.
Okay, so
I think Bailey gets turned on.
Okay,
yeah, Bailey gets turned on. And I think Bailey versus Damage Control, and she has to kind of fend them off. And hopefully, it ends with a face turn.
Okay, so Bailey Io Sky sounds like a WrestleMania match, and because I think Bailey, I have a feeling Bailey will win the Rumble and will want to, and then they turn on her and she'll take her choice. That'll be the big story. Who's she gonna choose? Oh, wait,
Bailey's really good. Bailey's really good, but I just think she's a better face. I know people like her as a.
I think so too.
I'm not.
Now Rhea, I don't know. Do you want to run Rhea and Bianca? Do you want to run? I don't.
Not really.
No, I'm
not really interested in seeing that again now. I think Rhea needs something fresh, man. She's got the Taker problem where like, where do you get the opponents for Taker?
I know. You know? That one's tough. Now, what do you think with Priest?
He's got to. I mean, he ain't coming for that Universal title. So
Priest is tough, man. Because what do you do now with this money? Because if Punk faces Rollins, you're not going to have. I don't think you have Priest cash in immediately on Punk.
You could have Priest just ruin the match, and then
they just announced Money in the Bank. It's in July, so I guess you could have Punk have it for a little bit, and then Priest cashes in like June, maybe. I mean, Punk doesn't need the belt. At the end of the day, Punk doesn't need the belt.
He doesn't need the belt, but he is the best in the world, and him having the belt when someone else has the belt on the other side creates a little who's the real best.
Exactly, and the rights fees are coming up, so we're all rights fees, so they want on top. Yep. They want CM Punk. We're talking business, folks. Enjoy. You get that on the Meat Pop Express. We're talking dollars and cents.
But listen, I'm exhausted. I think we could speculate about this forever,
and we probably will more. Coming up on WrestleMania.
Really, this week was just about us throwing speculation and throwing out every possible idea we could possibly think of. To you, the audience, we missed you guys this past week. We hope everyone had a great holiday. Everyone had a great Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrated. The Meat Pop Express, we miss you guys. Please make sure to follow us pretty much everywhere. Follow Ben at Big Trouble BB everywhere on the face of the earth. You can follow me at Nicky the Good on Twitter, on TikTok. By the way, I went viral again.
We sure did.
What else is new?
What else is new?
And Ben, you got anything else to say to these?
Nothing else. Keep it trucking, keep it positive, and keep the shades on because the sun never sets on a cool guy.
Later, Marks.